Thank you all for coming out to Pursuit Boats booth to check out the all-new S328. I'm going to turn it over to Chris Kratz, our president. He's going to give you a little bit of an overview, and then Mark will walk you through a little bit to see all the features.
First and foremost, thanks everybody for coming out to our unveiling of the new S328. We know there's a lot going on down here at the show. We appreciate you coming to see what our team is very excited to show you guys, our customers in the industry. It's been an interesting theme as we work through this boat. The predecessor to this model was also the S328. And it was not only a class-leading, but also a market-leading product in this category. So the phrase you heard our team focus and rally around for this project quite a bit is how do you make the best even better? And so we set forth and going about doing that on this project. And the first thing we do, we always align to our North Star. What's our North Star? Voice of the customer. What is the customer saying? What does the customer need? What does the customer not even know they need yet? So focusing on those elements, incorporating them into this new package is really what coalesced here on this new 328. There's a whole host of new features. Although the principal characteristics of this boat didn't change, everything from stem to stern has been gone through, been refined, been optimized. Storage has been added, you name it. And so we're really excited to have this offering here. We've got one we're displaying here at the convention center. We've also got another one we're displaying at the water. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Mark, and he'll start to go into more voice of the customer, how that translated into actual feature content on the boat.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for being here. Thanks for that introduction, Chris. That was beautiful. North Star, love that. Very good. But absolutely true, though. Like what Chris is saying, the customer feedback is paramount to us, and we look at our CSI comments, all of our historical data from the previous model, and try to see what we can do to make it better. And sometimes it's just the little things, and sometimes it's big things. But I'll take you through kind of a general overview, and then you guys can get on the boat, and we'll talk through anything else detail-wise you want to look at. Starting off in the transom, like we've been doing, a lot of you have seen us flatten out the transom splash well in the back, so that makes it easy to walk from side to side. One of the big decisions that we had to make was to, what do we do with cockpit space with regards to adding a cooler into the cockpit area. And so what we did is we have a nice transom box back here, and we used a little bit of space right here, but what was great is that we still have opposing seating, which is highly unusual in a 32-foot center console in this market, while you can also get the entertainment center at the same time without sacrificing one for the other. So that's very, very important to us. And what's great about this is we have this super comfortable fold-out seating, both forward and aft, demonstrated by Chris. Thank you very much. And we still have, two tables that go in place right here. There's two sockets on the floor, so you can actually take one table and move it forward and use it up in the bow area, or both of them up in the bow if you want to, or use it in the back. Entertainment center is wide open here, easy to get to. We enlarged the sink back here so that you actually have more room for rigging baits. You can take that partition out if you want to. And you'll see on the starboard side, we've got a sink over there that just is good for use for storage and stuff like that, but you can also get an optional grill there as well. So you can option that up the way you want it. Again, back to the seating here. Now you can see that we've got a nice social zone, opposing seating, and it's super easy to sit there with the tables between you. Simple things like the live well. We made the opening larger so you can get a cast net down in the live well a little bit easier than what we had on the previous model. The cooler in the back has partitions in it as well, so you can remove those and put food, drinks, or whatever you want to put in there. On the bottom side of the mechanical hatch, we've got the ladder for the dive door. And speaking of the dive door, we have to move it farther forward so it swings 180 degrees, and that allows full access into the cockpit space and easier access to the water if you're sitting there with like a scuba tank or something like that on. The hardtop, we've refined that quite a bit. You'll notice that the hardtop supports are very, very strong and heavy duty. And along with that, we've got the covers for the V-pillars on the windows for the windshield system. So when you look at the boat from a profile standpoint, it looks considerably different than the previous model, and it looks very, very sleek and sexy. And what's amazing when you get on this boat is how much boat there is in a 32-foot package. It's amazing. So moving farther forward, the helm seating is very unique. Again, when we're talking about the 32-foot market, There's not as we're the only manufacturer out there that gives you actually like 2 armrests for the helm seats. It sounds kind of amazing, but you have a nice wide helm seat for the captain, plenty of room here for other passengers, and the dash display is very, very different than you've seen on Pursuits before. It's been very refined as far as the look of it and making sure that we get all the components in there that you need in the right place. Very, very important. And we've got twin 16-inch displays that are standard equipment. And if you see the boat that's at the dock, we have 2 boats. We have, that's kind of a unique situation. We have 2 prototypes, one here and one at the dock. And we have the premium dash package on that one that has a wood steering wheel and a leather wrapped dash pad, which is really, really nice, and more wood accents in the storage area and in the back of the entertainment center. Here we also have our switching functions up top and a nice huge hatch for the hardtop. It's almost like a sunroof up there. And it slides open very easily and it's super easy to operate. In this 32-foot class again, we're the only ones that have a mechanical space hatch at the helm area. So it really kind of splits things up. We say a lot at Pursuit that we want to make sure that when you open up the mechanical spaces, it's easy to get in and easy to access your components. So you're not stepping on hoses and hardware and wiring. And when you open up the hatch, you'll notice that. And then we move some more of the components farther forward to make that even easier. And we have a huge hatch at the helm with easy access to batteries and all of your mechanical systems in there. And I'm going to stick to the bow area and then we'll talk about the cabin coming back. So coming up into the bow space, that's where you guys will see we have a nice big seat facing forward with fixed armrests. And we used to have 4 drink holders in the old boat, now we have 8. So we really increased the number of drink holders. Made a big difference there. We changed the angle of the backrest for the forward facing, so that makes it more comfortable to sit there. And what's really awesome, you'll see we've got hatches on both the comey sides, and that's where we store the tables for the cockpit. So you can have one on each side, and super easy to store. And there's also room for dock lounge as well. Big wide open dowel space, nice deep comey sides, and just very, very comfortable for the family. So it's a great fishing, entertaining, and cruising package for overnight. Here's the one of the most unique things about the Program 2 328 is that we have the amazing cabin space. And it sounds kind of funny because normally in a center console, it's just a head area. Well, we actually have a full-blown cabin space that you can easily convert a settee into a berth area. And it's a one-hand operation. It's nice and big. And we've actually tried to conceal and hide the toilet so that it's not so close to the berth area. And it doesn't look like a toilet, it looks more like a seat. And it's got panels that cover that and a nice comfortable seat with a cushion on it. And when you step down inside the cabin, there's plenty of headroom and plenty of foot space in front of the berth, even if the berth is converted into a bed area. So everything is really nicely appointed inside. And for a 32-foot center console, as the perspective, it's really quite amazing and very unique in the marketplace.
I guess one thing I'd like to add, I've had the privilege of walking some customers through. And again, I talked about our North Star, the voice of the customer, then setting our design, engineering, development team on the path of developing this boat and really aligning to that voice of the customer. I've walked numerous customers through this boat, and it's amazing how well those two synergies have come together in this package. And that's what really excites me the most, is really developing a product that resonates with the customer, resonates with the marketplace, shows the pride and the skill level of the Pursuit team, and brings it all together in this embodiment. So again, we do appreciate you guys coming out to see the boat. There's quite a few of you here too. It's a big boat. I don't think it'll fit all of you. So please grab one of us. Please, we'll welcome you guys aboard. Ask questions. We'll walk you guys through the boat personally. Might take a few minutes to get everybody through. But again, thank you for supporting us and coming out to see our new 328.